Happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have. Team. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Quickly to the air is Wilson. That one complete to Hill. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the space he needed. No hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it second down. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. You look at this Patriots defense. They've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
On fourth down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. And the all-pro return man Marcus Jones deep for New England. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense set to go to work with Mac Jones at quarterback in his 3rd season now out of Alabama.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Stevenson gets it again on second down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 36-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside?
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
yeah.
Backside guys?
Meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. You were telling the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Stevenson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, with 3 weeks left, they are in one of those 3 wild card spots, Charles, but that spot is not clinched, and there's not a ton of breathing room for them, so the bottom line, they just need to focus on winning right now.
Yeah, they totally have their eyes open, don't they? They know they've got teams trying to run them down. They can hear their footsteps. The question coaches ask guys in the locker room, do you have another gear left to pull away and lock in that playoff spot? If so, let's hit it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 carries, 60 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. Here's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a toss, running left, extra. Here's a 2nd and 5. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 16. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get 4. 2nd and 6. They go play action with Wilson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Broncos. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. What's good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Austin Eckler capped it off with the touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson.
They'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Baron Browning able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now Jones. Open man is born. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Here's Stevenson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jake Ferguson, as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As now we send you out. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted to...
There he goes, left side. Now inside the 25. Kendrick Bourne. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kendrick Bourne, 75 yards. And the Patriots come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On second down, Eckler. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
In motion goes Patrick. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and give it instead to Eckler.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. From the gun, it's Wilson.
Oh, Hill, great grab.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Wilson.
A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Aiden Hutchinson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now Jones. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now Wilson. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Wilson on first down. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. In motion, Hill. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Wilson. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
2nd and 10. Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Wilson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly with that penalty.
Touchdown! Stephon Diggs, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm chirping to you on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
From the 30. They run once more with Stevenson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down and 6. They run with Stevenson.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude, the lungs expand, you go down to the regular, oh my goodness, they can go all day. And in fact, a lot of visiting teams, when you visit Denver, you know what's printed in your locker room? Welcome to the Mile High City. The air is rare. They get in your head that way.
So for New England, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Denver, they fall under 500 now as they drop to 7-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.